In this video, we will look at how to find the inverse of a one-to-one function. Every one-to-one function has an inverse, and every linear function, except for a horizontal line, is one-to-one. To find the inverse of a function, exchange the x and y, and then solve for y. Our first example is find the inverse of y equals 2x minus 1. So we wish to exchange x and y. So I'll write x equals 2y minus 1. Once we've done the exchange, then we just solve for y. So add 1 to both sides. I can't actually add the x and the 1, so I'll just write it. And then divide both sides by 2. When we divide by 2, we divide each term by 2. So we get y equals 1/2 x plus 1/2. Our next example, find the inverse of f of x equals 2x plus 3. Now when we have function notation, remember f of x is the same as y, so I need to first write this as y equals 2x plus 3. Now I exchange the x and the y. And solve for y. Divide both sides by 2. So this is y equals 1/2 x minus 3/2. Now since our original function was written with function notation, we should write our inverse with function notation also. The notation that we use for an inverse is whatever the name of the function is. This one's f of x. The inverse will be f inverse x. This looks like an exponent of -1, but it's not. Whenever you see function notation and the -1 superscript is written like this, you automatically know that this is your inverse notation. So f inverse of x equals 1/2 x minus 3/2. Let's do one more example. Find the inverse of g of x equals -1/2 x plus 3. So again, let's change our function notation just to y equals -1/2 x plus 3. Now we exchange the x and y. And solve for y. So subtract 3 from both sides. Now to get y by itself, since my coefficient is a fraction, I'm going to multiply both sides of the equation by the reciprocal of my coefficient. The reciprocal of negative 1/2 is negative 2. Negative 1/2 times negative 2 is 1. So I have y on the right side. And then I need to distribute my negative 2 through the binomial. So I have a negative 2 times x is a negative 2x. And then negative 2 times negative 3 is positive 6. Again, since my function was written with function notation, I want to write this inverse with function notation as well. So this will be, since it's g of x, it'll be g inverse of x equals negative 2x plus 6.